Welcome to What's Happening Now, your go-to source for all things geopolitics and international relations. I'm VG, and each week we dive deep into the complex world of global affairs, unraveling the stories behind the headlines and exploring the forces shaping our world. From diplomatic shifts and international conflicts to emerging trends and global power dynamics, we're here to break down the big issues and provide you with the insights you need to understand today's rapidly changing landscape. So whether you're a seasoned political junkie or just curious about the world stage, hit that subscribe button and join us as we navigate the intricate web of global politics. Let's dive into what's happening now. The US has urged India to ban the Russian state-run media outlet RT, accusing it of spreading disinformation tied to Russian intelligence. However, India has rejected this pressure, with the Ministry of External Affairs stating that such matters do not concern India. Indian officials emphasized the nation's adherence to independent decision-making and highlighted that India does not follow unilateral sanctions unless backed by the United Nations. India's stance reinforces its commitment to maintaining a sovereign foreign policy, refusing to be swayed by external forces when it comes to media regulations and sanctions. Concerns are growing in the US and UK over reports that Russia may be exchanging nuclear technology with Iran in return for ballistic missiles used in the war against Ukraine. Intelligence suggests Russia has been receiving missile shipments from Iran while aiding Tehran's nuclear program, potentially accelerating its ability to develop nuclear weapons. This cooperation has alarmed Western nations, with US Secretary of State Antony Blinken warning of the risks posed by this alliance. Both nations have responded with sanctions, while US President Joe Biden and UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer have discussed measures to address this escalating threat, particularly its impact on Middle East stability and Israel's security. On September 15, 2024, Yemen's Houthi group claimed responsibility for launching a hypersonic missile that struck central Israel near Tel Aviv. Although the missile caused a fire, no casualties were reported. This attack is part of the ongoing regional conflict, with the Houthis, an Iranian-aligned group, escalating strikes against Israel in solidarity with Palestinians amidst Israel's war in Gaza. The missile reportedly traveled over 2,000 kilometers in under 12 minutes, and Israel's defense systems failed to intercept it. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed severe retaliation for the attack. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, recently expressed concern over the suffering of Muslims in regions like Myanmar, Gaza, and India, calling for global Muslim unity. His remarks, made during a religious celebration, were interpreted as criticism of India's treatment of its Muslim minority. In response, India's Ministry of External Affairs denounced the comments as misinformed and unacceptable, asserting that they misrepresent India's reality. The government emphasized its commitment to secularism and diversity, while urging Iran to reflect on its own human rights record before making such statements. Israel's recent cyber attack, which reportedly detonated Hezbollah's communication devices, specifically pagers, has sent shockwaves around the world. This sophisticated operation targeted the Iran-backed militant group's electronic infrastructure across Lebanon, leading to numerous casualties and widespread chaos. The simultaneous detonation of these devices highlights Israel's advanced technological capabilities and marks a significant escalation in its long-standing conflict with Hezbollah. Observers view the strike as part of Israel's broader strategy to weaken Hezbollah's military strength by disrupting its communications in an unprecedented manner. Global reactions range from alarm to admiration for Israel's technological prowess, raising critical concerns about the future of cyber warfare and potential retaliatory actions. This novel tactic, which targets electronic systems to destabilize adversaries, signals a new era in conflict. The UN General Assembly has called for an end to the Israeli occupation of Palestine within a year, passing a resolution supported by 124 nations, with 14 against and 43 abstentions. Adopted on September 18th during the UNGA's 10th Emergency Special Session, the resolution addressed Israeli actions in occupied East Jerusalem and the broader Palestinian territories. It demands that Israel comply with its legal obligations under international law, including advisory opinions from the International Court of Justice. Introduced by the State of Palestine on September 17th, the resolution garnered co-sponsorship from over 24 countries, reflecting widespread international concern. September 2024, Russia has reportedly achieved the status of having the second largest active military personnel in the world. This increase in military manpower can be attributed to various factors, including ongoing geopolitical tensions and military engagements. The expansion reflects Russia's strategic focus on enhancing its defense capabilities in response to perceived threats, particularly from NATO and Western countries. This development has significant implications for global security dynamics, influencing military planning and diplomatic relations. The rise in personnel also underscores the importance of understanding military readiness and the potential for escalated conflicts in various regions. In September 2024, Israel conducted a series of airstrikes in Lebanon, significantly escalating regional tensions. These bombings targeted Hezbollah positions and infrastructure, following increased hostilities and rocket fire from the group. Israel justified the strikes as necessary for national security, aiming to counter threats from Hezbollah, which is backed by Iran. In response, the Lebanese government condemned the attacks as violations of sovereignty, leading to civilian casualties and infrastructure damage. The international community has expressed alarm, urging both sides to exercise restraint and pursue diplomatic dialogue, highlighting the fragile balance of power and ongoing challenges to achieving lasting peace in the region. India has extended budgetary support of $50 million to the Maldives, aimed at bolstering the island nation's economic stability and development. This assistance is part of India's broader commitment to enhancing bilateral relations and supporting Maldives in various sectors, including infrastructure, healthcare, and education. The funding will help the Maldivian government address pressing economic challenges and promote sustainable growth. This extension of support reflects India's strategic interest in the Indian Ocean region, reinforcing its role as a key partner in Maldives' development while countering increasing influence from other nations in the area. That's a wrap for today's global adventure. Remember, history is written by the victors, but podcasts are made by us. Subscribe for your weekly dose of global intrigue.